So I guess my fear that literally just surfaced, I've been frustrated in K-12 every single step of the way, like literally since day one. And as we've been talking about this concept of comprehension versus abstraction, it's like we got such shitty advice early stage of the company. It was all about like water it down, make it simple, make it simpler to understand, right? Like, and it just kept reducing us and preventing us from being who we are as founders. So as we make this shift into abstraction, I'm sitting here wrestling with, I'm trying to go to market in K-12, and K-12 founders know exactly what that's like. At the same time, the most obvious value we've been able to provide, the largest value, is in higher education, which has access to obviously K-12, but other industries. So I'm sitting here thinking, it's like my fear. It's not. I've gotten over the years. I've gotten over rejection. I used to have a rejection issue. I've gotten over that. I don't care anymore. I got told no enough.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. If I did, I suppressed it enough. It's not an issue anymore.
It's not the biggest one.
It's not the biggest one.
Okay.
Yeah. My fear is that we're not being bold enough, and we're going to continue to hold on to, in very basic terms, like we're a K-12 company, when really we need to move to a higher abstraction in the system, which would, is higher ed. That's the biggest contract we've ever had. It's the most transformation we've been able to perform. So as I'm sitting here listening, like,
and you got inbound leads just fucking flying through the door.
Well, and I had a conversation with Steve last night, and like we came to potential joint offer.
Okay.
Like it's just like this could be a concept that's really interesting. I guess I don't know. I came up here just to talk through it, more so think through it.
But the fear is that you're not being bold enough.
Yeah.
That there's something coming at you that's suggesting that you could be bolder, and there's a moment where you're thinking, holy moly.
Because as we think about these inbound universities, it's like, oh, here's a counterpart so that we can better be a K-12 vendor. It's like, or are we actually a company that is transforming higher ed, which could transform how entire industries think about their organizations? And that's what.
Is there a question?
I think that was the question. Are we this or are we that? And I think we're that. I don't think we're.
What are you?
Yeah, I think we're the organizational transformation. Yeah.
Give it back.
Thank you.
Okay. And what makes you not just jump 2 feet in right now? That feels right to you.
I'm not thinking of anything.
Okay. Just know that from our perspective, you two guys are tailor-made for organizational transformation. That's what you should be doing in the world. And I can tease you about the valley of despair, and we could give you the microphone, but I watched you interview me last night like a professional who was getting information to better understand who I was and to get me to better understand who I was. Your wisdom all the way through. It's coming at you now, guys. And the question is, it's easier when Michael's up here. It's easier when Stefan's up here. But now you're up here. Step in to the moment. You don't have to hallucinate yet whether this is the change in your company and whether you're going to put a new logo up tomorrow. But the meeting's next Tuesday, and you come at the meeting not as somebody who might have to placate, but as the visionaries that you are. And watch how they react, because they'll help you decide whether you should pivot to being a player. The way you guys manage this moment will decide. It's not you saying, nah, let's pivot. The market's talking to you. The needs are talking to you.
I think maybe the fear is that we already have pivoted, we haven't recognized it.
Yeah, well,
it's like it's already just
Yeah, like you know the last step out of the valley of despair, what it is?
realizing you're out of the valley.
Informed optimism. So you figure out, you start uninformed optimism, You then go down to, you go down, whoa, to be pessimistic. And then if you stick with it, which you two gentlemen are almost like the poster child of, right? Literally, you get to informed optimism. And so the question is like, rather than are we making the right choice, it can be what do we do next now that we've reached informed optimism, which I think is your question, like what do we do next with this now opportunity that's new? And I'm like, this is great. Everyone's like, what do you mean? I'm like, this means that it's all going to happen, by the way. If you take the visionary path, that's what ends up happening.
And we didn't even know about the third one, you little foxes. No.
You cheeky little lickers.
Yeah,
But,
It's literally happened all in the last 24 hours.
yeah, well,
okay,
shock.
it's
It's
okay.
like, yeah, it's the counterpart accelerate. That's what we do.
Well, that's why we came here.
You come here and leads come to you. All right. So the thing I would say to you is what to do next. And the answer is in informed optimism, is where people go, the only time people backflip back into the valley of despair is they just want to pivot again because they worked out they could pivot. Like the skill of pivoting is actually the skill that they took out of the valley of despair. When actually the only answer is, and it's a really boring answer, just do more of what you figured out works.
Right.
That's it.
That's it. That's what.
Literally. So it's like, okay, if we have 5 colleges, we're going after 100.
You're not.
And if we sell to 100, whatever it is, we land on the offer because we're getting good at the offers, aren't we? Yeah, let's smiles, yeah. We get, let's go after 100. Who are our named 100 now? Global. Everyone has the same problem, right? Cool. Know the offer, run the sales process, gather them together, have your own accelerate. Event-based fulfillment, talk to the gentleman in the back of the room, they know what they're doing. Social object, turn it into an event. But it's just do more. And the more should be, we have 5, how do we get to 100? That's it. And then just let go of like everything else was just great stuff that makes us sure of getting to 100. That's all.
And ironically,
It's really fucking boring.
Yeah.
Because it's on.
Yeah.
They're recording, that's how they want you to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, and then through this path, we actually end up being a way better steward of K-12. We serve K-12 way better because we transformed the system.
K-12 is watching higher ed and bewildered because higher ed can't lead.
Yeah.
So you're where it needs to happen.
And if you do a market change, everyone here, and you pivot and you're like, I have to give this up, never think of it as a give it up. It's probably just you have to do another one first and then slot them in later. That's it. Most of the times. Like I can't serve everyone, but I know everyone's a part of this market. And so like, now I know the one that's ready to buy. We'll come back in a few years once we nail this one. But do not pivot again under $10 million a year.
No, we already went through the pivot, and I think maybe that's the fear is we already did that, like a serious pivot. And it's why when I call Kevin, he answers the phone, Jimmy John's.